Dr. Doom? He didn't show up today? No?
That's fine.
All right. Kelechi will be out of practice today. Kind of got banged up yesterday with the shoulder, so he'll be out for today. We're just going to keep kind of treating him. We'll see kind of how the rest of the week plays out. Cannon, he'll be limited. DT will be limited. Bellamy will be limited. Bellamy actually it went per day, so that was encouraging. Dan Brown got an ankle yesterday. He'll be limited. Jordan and CJ both will be out for today. And Quinnen will be limited but increased reps from yesterday. So yesterday went well for him. Sam was, look, as far as what he looked like, he looked good. Everything looked normal, but it's just all going to be about test results.
Are you concerned about Kelechi at this point?
We'll kind of know more after today. It happened in practice. They were trying to get all the evaluations done just to make sure that it wasn't something that was a long-term thing. So.
Because he was a little banged up going into practice, right? And so what? He just had some sort of setback.
Yeah, an individual. We were full pads yesterday, so they were banging around a little bit. Kind of did something to his shoulder.
So how is his knee though?
He's still. That's not great either.
Yeah.
He's pretty banged up right now.
Are you? I know you've only had the one day, but you have a couple options at guard. If he can't go, are you leaning one direction or the other?
No, we're just. Like I said, we were going to work through and kind of rep with as many guys as we could. Yesterday kind of threw things for a little bit of a loop with when he goes down, and now we kind of had to shuffle some things around. Dan went down, we shuffled some things around. So, but that's kind of part of it's the worst part of the business as far as when guys get hurt. Sometimes it's good as far as us making adjustments within the practice.
What's your confidence level at when you just moved on Harrison, the left guard, because he played them last year, obviously?
Yeah, he's been repping everything. He's been repping both guards. He's been repping center. That's what he's his intelligence level and his knowledge of the offense is outstanding. So putting him in all those different spots, he knows what to do. Obviously, I like him better at center, but he gives us a lot of flexibility.
How much did Sam do yesterday?
A lot.
It says limited, so.
Yeah, whatever that means.
But was he most first-team reps? Is that?
Yeah. Yep.
You guys are kind of preparing, is it?
We'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll know sooner than later.
What's the balance between trying to get Falk some reps, in case he's got to play? Obviously, you must be kind of on a fence there where to go with that.
Yeah, the good thing is with Luke, last week was great for him or 2 weeks ago, as far as getting ready for a game and having as many reps as he did. We're just trying to balance it out to where he gets enough to where, I'm not worried about him as far as, what he knows and, seeing everything. He does a good job of kind of seeing, on film and then being able to apply it with limited reps. So that kind of helps us.
Are you, for you personally, is it clear cut as if he gets medically cleared, Sam? If he gets medically cleared, he'll play. Is there any concern about stamina conditioning?
Not really with him with the conditioning. It's not just going to be my decision. This is like Joe, doctors, trainers, Sam. There's a lot of people. Everybody's got to say check their box to say yes. This is what we're doing.
Right, but for you, I should have said strength as well. Strength is not an issue.
No, I don't see that. The fact that he did as much as he did yesterday and was, maybe he bounced back quick.
So if he's medically cleared, you would expect him to play?
If they tell us he can go, you can ask him if you can tell him not to play. It's not going to go well.
Yeah, but you're smart enough to know every player wants to play.
I know. The doctors wouldn't tell us that you could play if there was concern.
Yeah,
if they say no, that's what it is.
So
They're factoring in, is he medically cleared? Is he gonna be okay to where he cannot injure himself?
Right. So my question to you is beyond the medical clearance. That's obvious. He's not going to play. It's not medically cleared. But from a strength and conditioning standpoint, will doctors actually weigh in on that as well, or is that?
Well, that's what, I mean, Justice and those guys, that's what they're monitoring, make sure. And there's a lot of communication going on with him and just kind of, I mean, it's constantly, we're checking with him, like, how you feel and are you tired? What's your conditioning like? We keep talking to him, we keep watching him. You can tell when a guy gets really exhausted to a point where throws would look different, drops would look different. You would see a fatigue if there was one. And we didn't see that yesterday. Like today, maybe it'll be different. That's why it's good that we're going through, we got time to go through all this.
And because he's younger, do you think that it benefits him where he can maybe catch up to speed stamina-wise these 3 days, whereas an older guy might take longer?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I haven't dealt with mono a whole bunch, you know.
Coach, what's the current status of the kicking situation? You lost the first game of the season, perhaps because of the kicker, and the kickers have not been too great. Is there any chance of having 2 kickers in camp rather than 1? And what are the plans for the future?
I'm good with what we're doing right now. I think our guys done a great job. You know, I mean, what happens 9 months from now that's way off in the distance for me.
Do you see an opportunity that if Sam is healthy enough to play, to go after their secondary? I know you like to attack the weakness. Clearly, their weakness is the banged-up cornerback situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a fine line. I mean, with their injury situation, but their D-line's healthy, which that's where really everything's going to start and stop is we have to do a great job up front. We got to be able to run the football. We have to be able to get the ball out. It's got to be a group effort, all 11 guys, to understand this D-line is real and it's deep, and they have elite players. And to throw the ball, you got to be able to protect. And you got to be, if you really want to take advantage of something that you feel like you have advantage of, sometimes it's down the field throws, and it takes longer to develop sometimes. And with this D-line, they're coming and they're coming quick.
With that being said, they are last in the league in sacks.
Yeah, I mean, when you watch the film and see what other teams are doing, it's because the ball comes out really fast. And when you watch the tape, you throw the stats out the window because what you see on tape, it doesn't match up.
A couple of weeks ago when you brought in Fales, you said one of the reasons was that you wanted a guy you felt comfortable putting in a game. So if Sam can't go, then you need to use a backup or use.
I mean, it's an option.
What is your
I mean,
plan?
it's an option for us to go sign him. We could. I mean, we're trying to talk through all the scenarios, and once we get information as far as what direction we can go, that'll be helpful.
Now, I know you've had no part in it, but are you aware that the Jets have never beaten the Eagles in 10 tries?
No,
Have you ever been a part of, I mean, it's kind of a weird stat, obviously.
I have no clue. It's irrelevant. I mean, do you think they care?
No, I'm just.
They don't care.
Just kind of curious if you're aware of it.
Why is Carson Wentz so dangerous?
Well, I mean, to me, his ability to extend plays is damaging on all levels because that turns those guys loose down the field. His arm is phenomenal. I mean, you got a guy with an explosive arm. I mean, he can push the ball down the field. He can make all the throws. He's a big man that is hard to break down. You know, I don't think I ever realized, you know, when you go through the draft process and you see these guys and the combine and things like that, but when we practiced against them in 2017, I just remember, like, kind of being with Mike Groh and just thinking to myself, that is a big dude, you know, for a quarterback. I mean, he can do so many things with the RPOs and how intelligent he is and how competitive he is. I mean, you can see it. Like, this guy, he is feisty and wants to win. And the toughness is there. I mean, he takes some shots and he bounces right back up.
Does he remind you of Ben at all? I mean, he played in the playoffs.
I think it's different. It's different. I think Carson Field, like, he's kind of got a little bit of, like, kind of how the Josh Allen, when he escapes, like, he can really, Ben could extend plays. He was so big, he was hard to get down. Ben, now, he's not as much of a threat to run for 20 yards or something. Like Carson, he's got some decent wheels.
I think 3 more, Connor, Zach, and DeMarcus.
And this season kind of obviously began with a whole lot of optimism in terms of the Jets turning a corner, and fans are kind of in a little bit of a rut, obviously, with the 0-3 start. But they don't necessarily see how much you and your staff kind of take these losses to heart. So kind of what have these first 3 weeks been like for you?
Yeah, I mean, once a game's over, you know, that Monday, Tuesday usually those are kind of those reflection days of you get kind of it's the same with everybody, players included, where it's like there's an anger there. You want to win. You want to get the things fixed as fast as possible so you can apply them the next week. You know, you want to avoid injuries to where, you know, you got the same group out there. You can keep building on what you're trying to do. I think we're to the point right now after a bye, it's kind of like a new start for us. Guys they did a good job yesterday. I mean, the preparation so far has been good. You know, I wouldn't expect anything less from this group. These guys have been really focused, head down. Hey, let's do more. Let's find something. How do we get better today? So that's what we're looking for. I mean, for us, it's such a process. It's hard to think that way sometimes because we're all the same. We all want to win. You know, you want to be part of that, and it's just you can't get locked in on one game. You got to think better every day. That's what your focus has to be.
Zach?
Besides Clay, do you expect any other changes on the offensive line?
I mean, we'll see. We're going to work through this all week. We're moving guys around. We're going to kind of figure out what's the best five for us for this game.
What do you want to, if you're making changes, what are you hoping?
I mean, we're really as an offensive unit, we're looking to play. We need to play better than what we've played. I mean, we've been terrible, and it's all 11. We just got to figure out, you know, a way to move the football.
What did you learn from Luke in the New England game, and what kind of things going forward if he has to play Sunday? Are there other things that you feel you can do more with him?
Well, I know he can take a shot. He does a great job of absorbing what the game plan is, knowing exactly why you're trying to do things. Was an ideal situation for us as far as like how things went. You know, after that first pass that he threw, I mean, it was a great ball and tight coverage. And when you see things like that, you can see, all right, he can do it. He can be out there. He can handle what he needs to handle. There's a calmness about him. What you see is exactly what you get. He is like that. And, you know, for him, that was probably a valuable experience in the aspect of on the road, not ideal situation, we had guys all over the place out of position, you know, just trying to patchwork that, you know, our wideouts together, trying to find the best 11 for that game. And, you know, but I thought he handled everything as far as his calmness, the way he handled the huddle and other guys on the sideline. I thought he did a great job.